Ever imagined lounging on a Caribbean beach but your bank account said nice try? And when you tried to figure out how to grow your savings, did compound interest seem like rocket science? Let's face it, we've all been there. Dreaming of that perfect vacation, only to be rudely awakened by the reality of our bank balance. But what if there was a way to turn that dream into a reality? What if there was a tool, a secret weapon, that could help you grow your savings faster than you ever thought possible? Enter the world of compound interest. It might sound like something straight out of a calculus textbook, but trust me, it's much simpler than that. And once you've got the hang of it, it can be your ticket to that Caribbean beach, or whatever else your heart desires. You see, compound interest is like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts off small, but as it rolls, it gathers more and more snow, growing bigger and bigger. It's the same with your money. The more time it has to roll down that hill, the more it can grow. But here's the best part. Unlike that snowball, which eventually hits the bottom and stops, your money keeps on rolling and growing. That's because compound interest is interest on interest. It's your money working harder for you. So, why is compound interest often treated like some mystical, elusive concept? Well, that's because it's often hidden behind a wall of financial jargon and complex formulas. But don't worry, we're here to break down those walls and simplify it all for you. In the next few minutes, we're going to demystify compound interest. We'll explain what it is, how it works, and most importantly, how you can use it to reach your financial goals. Whether it's saving for a dream vacation, buying a house, or just building a nest egg for the future, compound interest can help you get there faster. So, buckle up as we unlock the mystery of compound interest, your secret weapon to make that dream vacation a reality. Imagine you have a snowball and you're standing at the top of a snowy hill. What happens when you start rolling it down? Well, let's get into that. But first, let's talk about simple interest. Simple interest is like your snowball at the top of the hill, right when you first make it. It's a fixed size, based on the initial amount of money you put into an investment, also known as the principal. So if you put $1,000 into a savings account with an annual interest rate of 5%, every year you'll earn $50. That's your simple interest, and it's pretty straightforward, like a snowball staying the same size as it sits on top of the hill. But what if we start to roll that snowball? This is where we introduce compound interest. Compound interest is not only the interest on your initial principal, but also interest on the interest. Now that's a mouthful, but stick with me here. Back to our snowball. As it starts to roll down the hill, it begins to pick up more snow. It gets bigger and bigger the further it goes. That's exactly what happens with compound interest. Your money grows, not just from the initial principal, but also from the interest it has already earned. So, with our $1,000 at 5% annual interest, at the end of the first year, you still earn $50, just like simple interest. But in the second year, you're earning interest on $1,050, not just the original $1,000. This means you earn more interest each year than the year before. Your money is growing faster and faster, just like the snowball rolling down the hill. And the best part, there's no bottom of the hill for your money. The interest keeps compounding year after as long as you keep your money invested. So, unlike our snowball, which eventually hits the bottom, your money keeps rolling and growing with compound interest. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more financial wisdom. Ever heard the phrase, time is money? In the world of compound interest, it's time makes money. Picture this, you're planting a money tree. The seeds are your initial investment. The water and sunlight are your regular contributions. And time, well, that's the soil. The richer the soil, the taller the tree grows. In other words, the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Now let's talk about the watering bit. Consistency is key here. Regular contributions, no matter how small, can significantly boost your financial growth. Think of it as a fitness routine. You can't just do 100 push-ups one day and expect to be ripped the next. It takes consistent effort and time to see results. The same applies to your investments. A little bit often can go a long way. Here's a real-life example. Meet Jane and John. Jane started investing $100 a month at age 25, while John started doing the same at 35. By the time they both hit 65, Jane, who invested for 40 years, has a substantially larger nest egg than John, who invested for 30 years, despite them both contributing the same amount each month. This is the magic of starting early and being consistent. But wait, there's more. Compound interest isn't just about time and consistency, it's also about reinvesting your earnings. Let's go back to our fitness analogy. Suppose you've built some muscle and now you're stronger. What do you do next? You lift heavier weights, right? That's exactly what you do with your investments. As your money grows, you reinvest it, allowing your money muscle to lift heavier financial weights, leading to even more growth. And here's the cherry on top. This strategy works regardless of market fluctuations. Yes, you heard it right. Even when the market is down, your regular contributions buy more shares, ready to grow when the market rebounds. This strategy, known as dollar cost averaging, smooths out the impact of market volatility, making compound interest a powerful ally in both bull and bear markets. So, the earlier you start and the more consistent you are, the bigger your money snowball grows. Remember, in the game of compound interest, time is your best friend. Consistency is your secret weapon, and patience, well, that's the golden rule. Now let's dive into how you can make compound interest work for you in the next scene. Now that you're a compound interest whiz, how do you actually use it to grow your wealth? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's dive into the answers. First, you need to choose the right investment. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds. They're all potential vehicles for your compound interest road trip. Stocks can be a bit of a roller coaster ride with high peaks and deep valleys, but they tend to offer the highest potential returns. Bonds are the steady eddies of the investment world, offering lower but more consistent returns. Mutual funds let you spread your risk around by investing in a collection of stocks, bonds, or other assets. Each of these options has its pros and cons, so it's important to do your research and maybe even seek professional advice. Now here's a little secret about compound interest. It loves patience. It's like a fine wine, it gets better with age. The longer you leave your investment untouched, the more time compound interest has to work its magic. It's like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect to swing from the branches tomorrow, right? It takes time. This is why it's crucial to keep a long-term perspective when investing. Yes, the market will have its ups and downs, but remember, you're in this for the long haul. Think of market fluctuations like turbulence on an airplane. It might be a bit scary, but the plane keeps moving forward. So, hold tight, trust the process, and let compound interest do the heavy lifting. Optionally, you might consider rebalancing your portfolio from time to time. This is simply the process of adjusting your investments to maintain your desired level of risk. Imagine your portfolio as a pie. Over time, some slices, stocks, bonds, etc., might get bigger or smaller due to market changes. By rebalancing, you're just reshaping those slices back to their original proportions. But what about my dream vacation, I hear you ask? Well, think of compound interest as your ticket to that dream vacation and beyond. By investing wisely and patiently, you're not just saving for one vacation, you're setting yourself up for a lifetime of vacations. Remember, with compound interest, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a moneymaker. So start your compound interest journey today and let your money do the hard work for you. After all, your money should work for you, not the other way around. Feeling pumped to start your compound interest journey but don't know where to begin? Don't worry, we've got you covered. There are a plethora of free online tools that can help you navigate this path. Compound interest calculators, for instance, are a great way to visualize how your money can grow over time. And if you're eager to learn more, there's a treasure trove of investment education platforms that break down complex financial concepts into bite-sized, digestible information. But hey, let's be real. If you're feeling a little overwhelmed, that's totally okay too. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your investment portfolio. Seeking professional financial planning can be a great option. These experts can provide personalized strategies tailored to your financial goals and risk tolerance. Armed with knowledge and resources, you're now ready to harness the power of compound interest. So, there you have it, compound interest demystified. It's not some mystic financial jargon, but simply interest on interest. A snowball growing as it rolls down the money hill. It's a powerful tool for your financial growth and long-term planning. The difference between simple and compound interest? Well, that's like comparing a snowflake to a snowball. One's but the other packs a punch. We've seen how time is our ally in this journey. Starting early, staying consistent, even with small amounts, can mean the difference between a snowball and an avalanche when it comes to your savings. And remember, the right investment vehicle can make all the difference, but patience is key. Market fluctuations may tempt you to jump ship, but staying invested for the long haul is where the magic happens. Now, it's your turn. Explore your investment options, utilize the resources available, and plan for the long term. Remember, your dream vacation is just a compound interest calculation. So start today, stay consistent, and watch your money snowball grow. Before we wrap this up, if you found video helpful, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Tuned for more financial wisdom and insights. Let's grow our wealth together.